Hello, everybody. I'm finally, after many, many months, going to do a kit up in chat. Yes, don't faint. All right, it's going to happen. But first, I want to say hi to all my subscribers, old and new. Thanks for being here with me. And if you're new here today and you like what you see and hear, well, I hope you stick around. You can hit that subscribe button. And anybody that views this whip and chat can, excuse me, I got a little bit of a cough, can leave me a comment. Please hit the like button. That's what YouTube wants you to do, is hit the like button so you can go out in the YouTube world more. Or the dislike button. And leave me a comment. And if you're not a commenter, leave me some emojis just so I know you are here. So, don't know why when I go to do a video, I start coughing. Sweet, adorable. Anyway, today I'm finally going to kit up Rachel Ray. Yes, the Rachel Ray of YouTube. Her kit that was done, it's called Dream World Fantasy, and it was done by Nabler's Outpost. So I'll show you. Right now, let me see. Get the glare off. So we got an orange kitty, orange and yellow kitty with polka dots. And a big old shroomy up on top. And some like little leaves here. And like bluegrass. It looks like a little bird there. Yeah. And it's just like a watercolor type scheme. And it is 50 by 70. And it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ABs. In other words, I was told there were supposed to be shimmer drills in this kit, but me no got no shimmer drills, which would be dust drills, right? That's all right. Who cares? I'm not the biggest fan of them anyway. Okay, let's get back out here now. So, before I start, sorry, boss. The stickers, there's a sticker sheet. There was a paper sheet too, paper legend. But there is a sticker sheet, but it wasn't cut out, all right? So what I did, I cut out to this side as long as I wanted my label, all right? Now you see the green strip, the yellow strip. So that's what's on back of your label, all right? So I cut this part of the white label off, all right? Because what I'm going to do now is cut through each, right into that little bit of yellow, and make a label. And by having this part off already, if it'll work, then I can just peel, you see, then I can just peel the label off. So that's how you make labels out of a sticker sheet. That's not pre-cut. And I really had to think about how to do this because it's been a long time since I've had to do that. But Lisa's label's already done up. I don't care other than that. There's 48 colors in this kit, and there's rounds. And I've been forever. I think I bought it, and I wrote down, I think I bought it in 2023. I was only 2 years old, yeah. But for some strange reason, and I don't understand why, and now I've done, I had done another kit prior to that from Nabler's Outpost. And their logo was on the canvas, and their the name of the canvas, and the artist, and all the size, and all that stuff. But on this one, is nothing. Even the name says error. There's no Nabler's Outpost. There's no Dream World Fantasy by Rachel Ray. It tells you the size. It got the legends on it. Yeah, it's 500, funny. Not haha funny. Funny's like, oh, WTF funny. Yeah. See some just cutting through this here now. Cutting to the yellow. So then I can have my stickers ready to go. If I don't cut my finger off or something like that, you know, if you hear a little scream and the camera goes, you know, that's it. I've injured myself. And I'm glad there were stickers too, because on the page, on the paper legend, the everything started out straight, but then as it went down, see, this is the end one, the symbol was actually split between two. Like it was, this last symbol was moved up, so I would have cut it in half. Yeah, that would have sucked a big one. So, but no, there was stickers too, so that's good. So, what we start with? All right. Anybody new? I was gonna say I'll start with an update on the foot. Seeing it's 11 months since I broke the damn ankle. Well, the surgeon never actually told me what I broke. I saw it written, something written on a piece of paper one day. I do have the x-ray. Copy of the x-ray, like on my phone. Picture of it. But when I fell down the stairs in our house last year, October the 17th, last time I was upstairs, yeah, is when I fell down. I haven't been up there since because I can't get up the stairs. Oh, my. And I had to have surgery a week after. It was almost a week after that I broke it. I had surgery. And I was in a facility for 5 weeks because I couldn't do anything. Most importantly, get to the bathroom. Let alone make any food or anything for myself. I was in a cast altogether for 9 weeks. But, yeah, I was in a facility for 5 weeks. It's like a rest home, but they take short-term people that need somewhere to stay for a little while. I mean, hubby had to work, right, you know. He was off with me the first week before I had my surgery, but I mean, he couldn't stay off forever. And when I was able to do things on my own, like maneuver a wheelchair to do things on my own, I came back home on, 22nd of October, I had surgery. 23rd, I went to the rest home. In October, the 28th of November, I came here. Here is home. Yay! Had the cast off on the 23rd of December. And started physio the next day, actually on Christmas Eve. She came to the house for many months. Now I go to her. And, but I ended up, say that's your foot. You know, say that's your foot. All right. So what I did was I broke 3 leg bones off at the ankle. I can remember to fall down the stairs. I don't remember any pain. No, I really don't remember to fall down the stairs. Nice lies. But I remember singing out to hubby twice because it was like 7:30 in the morning. I got up to go downstairs to use the washroom. Okay, if you're new here, I'm from Canada, but I've been living in Belgium. Next month will be 9 years, all right? I married my pen pal that I had in 1977. And we wrote for 13 years to 1990. And then found each other again in 2016. And as they say, the rest is history. I moved over that year. And the next February we got married. Okay. So, when I fell down, I can remember singing out twice to him that, I broke my leg. And that's the front of your leg here, too. I actually had a big, I tore like a big, well, not a hole in my leg, but, you know, I broke the skin. Let's put it that way. That took 8 or 9 stitches there. And so when they did the surgery, okay, you got to, you know, you can see your ankle bone, like little round bone there and a little round bone there. So right here going up is 2 pins. And right here on this ankle bone, yeah, well, I can see the cut, certainly. There's a plate that goes up. No, probably say that's the ankle bone, that wrist bone. So the plate goes up. And then right here on the back is the other bone, right? On the outside, on the back. And it's to the outside. This one goes up further, probably like up to here. 2 plates, 2 different sizes, and 13 screws holding them in. Yay, me. So then the ankle doesn't, the ankle, like, instead of going, it just goes, So walking right is a difficulty. I guess I was in so much misery with it last year and when it was in the cast that I didn't realize that it was hurting so bad because of the cold. But I have found out since September came in that when it gets colder now, because we've had a real cold snap, but apparently it's supposed to warm up again for a little bit. Not warm, but warmer in the 20s or something. That when it gets cold, that metal does not like cold. No. And because the ankle doesn't move, it feels like sometimes like there's this, when it still swells up, the physiotherapist told me it might swell up for 2 years. Now, I don't mean it's not swelling like it used to. The leg doesn't swell anymore, yay. I can walk good with crutches. I can walk on my own for a little bit. I mean, like around the house, a little bit. I wouldn't dare attempt it outdoors yet because here over in Belgium, in most of the sidewalks, some of the roads are still cobblestones from way back. And they're not really even. No. I've already fallen down them sometimes, yeah. Yeah, tripped up in them because I trip up in it here. Oh, my. Anyway, so I can walk a bit, but the funny part is the right leg, which I broke, wants to keep going walking. But the left leg, which is the good one, it don't want to go nowhere, man. It don't want to go nowhere. It's all wobbly and it's all everything else. And that was the one that was doing all the work all along. So I don't know. I can't figure it out. So I can do 3 or 4 stairs, but you know, it probably takes 15 minutes to go up them or go down them. It might be still a bit of, you know, like a mental issue with the stairs too. We're not sure, but yeah. One of these days, I'll get upstairs again. So I sleep in the recliner. It almost lays flat out. Recliner chair. And, or sometimes I'll lay down on my side on the couch. But 'tis what it 'tis, and you do what you got to do to, you know, have a nap and whatnot. Bad sleep cycle, though. That's the worst thing that bugs the life out of me. Some nights I can just go poof and go to sleep. You know, bathroom breaks. I'm older, 63. So, you know, the bladder is not what it used to be. No. I know, TMI. And so there's a couple bathroom breaks during the night. And that's what got me in trouble to start with. Yeah. Excuse me. And I can get right back to sleep. But some other nights, I mean, there was a night, Sunday night. The leg gets restless or something. I don't know how to describe it to you. I can't describe it to the doctor right. It's not even pain. It's nothing to do with pain. It's just this discomfort somehow. And it's like it won't settle down and won't relax. I don't know what it's trying to do. Maybe some of the ligaments are coming back to life or something like that. But like I don't feel the pain. It's just this discomfort. This little bit of discomfort. But it's enough that it just won't let me rest. So I usually go to bed about, well, all depends. Sometimes I fall asleep 12 o'clock. Sometimes it's 2 o'clock. But I'm up in the chair usually by 11-ish, but it'll be later than that tonight because it's 20 after 10 now. I said I'll keep going, seeing the legs good. And that's why I haven't diamond painted so much this year. because even sitting down, and if you're not comfortable, if I haven't got the chair in the particular height that it needs to be in, so that like all this pressure is not on my foot, even though I can put all my weight on my foot, but still for all to sit down for a length of time, it just won't let me do it. And I don't know. I was going to say something else then. See this. If you're new here, this is what happens. I'll start off on something and then the thought's gone. We're talking about stairs. I know that much going upstairs. Yeah, the restless leg is like Sunday night. I'll do a bit of diamond painting if I can, nighttime, and then I'll get up in the chair, probably 2 hours or so or more, or sometimes before that, depending on the leg, and I'll watch some TV then, and I'm trying to get back into watching YouTube. I don't know, for whatever reason, after I broke my I say leg, because it was 3 leg bones. I don't quite know if there was any damage done to the ankle bone, because he never told me. And the darn surgeon upset me so much because I wasn't walking yet that I kept forgetting to ask him. Anywho, one day I will. And I couldn't manage to diamond paint at all till about, the middle of January, I suppose, this year. And for whatever reason, I try to watch YouTube, all my channels that I enjoy so much. I still enjoy you all. If you do listen to me now, I don't know. Most of them don't, so hey, that's the way it goes around here. And it just, of course, I was really depressed too, all right? At days, I still am. And I was so depressed that listening to what everybody was doing and how they were enjoying life and stuff, which should have made me happy, was making me worse. And that's nobody's fault. That's my head, like doing me in. And I went, okay, so I'm just going to stay away from that and watch TV and, everything that's not true. Don't watch anything that's reality. Just watch my NCISs and Law and Orders and all that. Yeah, we got those shows over here too. But anyway, the leg's coming along. I'm still doing physio, and one day I'll walk right. But at least I can now. But if we go somewhere, like we went to Luxembourg, the country of Luxembourg, which Belgium is about this big, and Luxembourg is about that big. Anybody that's from Canada, or you want to look at the map, here's the map of Canada, and there's a funky looking island right here in the Atlantic, and it's called Newfoundland, but it's spelled Newfoundland, but you say it Newfoundland. Understand Newfoundland. You say those 2 words together, you'll get it right. Understand Newfoundland. So this is my island of Newfoundland, and we got about 700,000 people on the island because most everybody lives on the outside. And way back when it was settled, you only had boats. There was no roads. And Belgium that I'm living in now has got like probably 12 million. And my island of Newfoundland is 5 times bigger than Belgium. And Luxembourg is just a little speck compared to even Belgium. But we took 2 trips down there so far, and one of them I rode in the back seat with my leg up on the back seat, stretched out like back to the door, because it was just more comfortable. Because you got your foot down, your foot swells, and it was hot days too. Because you can buy cheaper cigarettes in Luxembourg, and cheaper booze, and some of the food is cheaper, groceries. And the 2 of us smoke, even though I'd love to quit. But anyway, there you go. It hasn't happened yet. Well, it hasn't. I got to quit another time for the last time. And every €100, you'll have to do the just punch into your phone like USD to Euro, Canadian to Euro, and you'll find out what it is. But for every €100 you spend on cigarettes down there, because they're so much cheaper, you're saving €80. Okay. What costs you €100 in Luxembourg for cigarettes would cost you 180 here in Belgium. So every now he was paying €214 for 2 cartons, and so we got it €160 cheaper. I know, it's crazy. They're giving them away, man. And you you can go to more than where we go. It's just like what we go is just 5 minutes over the border to this mall, but it's got a whole bunch of shops all the way around it too. And the biggest lineup is for the tobacco shop, naturally. Yeah, and then you go into the grocery store. It's a big grocery store there, and I drink some tea. And the biggest group of people, lots of times, are in the wine and whiskey and the whatever aisles. Because here they sell all that in grocery stores. Home in Canada, I don't know. I guess all of Canada. You actually have to go to a government-regulated liquor store. That's what it's called. Newfoundland Labrador Liquor Corporation. Yeah. All right. So with all that being said now, maybe I'll start to actually put drills in the containers. Hey, what do you think? What do you think? Oh, no, Diane the sheet. So see now, I got to cut through to the yellow so I can just whip that off. And there we go. And how am I going to do that? I'm going to do it the hard way, the long way. I'm going to do it this way. Oh, of course, I'll make a mess. Yeah, so with all that being said now, it's been a challenge, but like I had to miss. I'm using the tray in the wrong hand. Oh, you dirty bugger. Don't mind me by what I says. Don't mind me. What I say, not what I says. That's Newfoundlandish coming out of me. I have been out twice to a restaurant, same restaurant, because now this is just since I started using my crutches. Good. Yeah. And a restaurant here in town, because they have really good food, number one. And they also, most restaurants here, you either got to go up a winding stairwell or you go down a winding stairwell to go to the bathroom. And that's like a no-go for me now. And this place has everything on the one floor, where you sit, and the washroom, there are washrooms upstairs, but they have a washroom downstairs for people that can't go up the stairs. Which is not a normal thing in this country, I've noticed. Since I've, let's see if they'll fit. Since I've become slightly incapacitated. Oh. Even the first day I went to the physio place. I'm sorry for this. I think I have allergies, actually. I used to call it my spring and winter and fall flu and cold. And my stepson said, "Well, that's probably allergies, not a cold." And I went, huh, never thought about it. But even at the physiotherapist, the first day, she said, park out back. And she said, that's the easiest way to get in. She said, because you'll be going to their gym part, right? Use the equipment. And I said, all right. Now, there was only 3 stairs there. And 4 stairs. And they didn't have a rail on the stairs. Well, it took my husband and one of the physio guys about 10 minutes to get me up the stairs. Because I was so afraid of falling because there was no rail. And I'm like, Laura. No, what? I might be poop out of luck here tonight. I said, there's no rail on your stairs, I said. And I said, I'm coming in the front. I said, it might be longer to get in. I know I'm really having a real good mess here tonight, aren't I? I'm sorry. I don't know what I'm apologizing for, but I'm doing it anyway. That's because I'm Canadian. I said, Laura, you wants me to come in this place for physio. I said, there's no rails on the steps. I said, if there had been a rail, it wouldn't have taken 2 fellas to get me in. I said, I could have done it on my own. Just would have took a little while. And, yeah, so it's really bizarre. And hubby had his birthday in April. Now, I don't know if I already told you that or not. Back, and I don't know. Well, I was going to check and see when I did my last Kid Up chat, but I didn't. When he had his birthday, we always go out for a big meal with the family. But I couldn't go because the bathroom was downstairs, and he told us there was 15 steps to get downstairs. And I went, okay, I guess I'll stay home. Bring me home supper. So, yeah, I've been out twice to that restaurant. Once was, well, maybe I told you, but I did tell you about that the first time when my friend came over from an hour and a half away from Ghent to see us. And the next time was Father's Day in June. Now, their Father's Day in Belgium is the week before the Father's Day in Canada and the States. Because I'm not going... that would have been well, it is still Dad's birthday, even though he's passed, but I'm going Father's Day is on Dad's birthday. What? Well, it happened to be his birthday that day, yeah. God love him. So we went to the same restaurant for supper. Stepson and his girlfriend took Jean-Marie and me out for supper. And that was nice. I'm going to end up with more bigger containers than I wanted to use. Poop. Now, I saw what I'll say it. Poop. And we had a nice meal. Now, that was the last time I've been out to a restaurant. So, was I then... I guess by June, though, I was probably going to the physio place. I'd go once a week to use the equipment, and she'd get me to do some exercises and stuff. And still got some sessions left yet. Oh, jeez. I'll never get away from the physio. I suppose that's not a bad thing, though. And what we do is we go to physio. Well, he goes in with me, certainly. And next door to it is a fry shop in Belgium. Everywhere you turn, there's either a fry truck or a fry shop. Fries. And no, they're not French. Nope. Fries were invented in Belgium. But why does everybody call them French fries, you say? Because half of Belgium is French. This was during Second World War. And the U.S. troops were there, and they were fighting in the French section of Belgium. And the people were bringing them food and stuff when they could. And so they fried up potatoes. No doubt it doesn't look like our fries today. They brought them out fried potatoes. Now, we call them fried potatoes. Like, you know, you cut up your potatoes and you fry them up in a frying pan. But here they call them baked potatoes. They call that baked potatoes. A baked potato is to us is what we wrap up in tin foil and put in the oven, or do it in the microwave if you want to do it the quick way, or on the barbecue. And so that's why they call them French, because I would say half was what was fighting, didn't know where they were to, God love them. But all they knew, the people were talking French, so they became French fries. What am I doing here? I'll have a table full of drills if I don't watch it what I'm doing. So that was all right. Then, so every day, then, not every day. Excuse me. Every time I go to physio, we go next door to the fry shop. Now, when you get your fries here, now you can just have fries. Yes, you can just have fries. But everybody has fries and some kind of meat. And by that, I mean like chicken wings or chicken drummies. Lumpias that look like they're Vietnamese egg rolls, say, or spring rolls, I should say, because spring rolls got no meat. And these don't have any meat. And you can get, well, now he's expanded his menu. You can get burgers and fish and whatever. So that's where we go for supper then, once a week. But he told that to my physiotherapist, Laura, and she said, geez, here you are burning off calories. She said, now you're going to go eat them back. I said, apparently so. Oh, my. What do you do when you live in a zoo? So, we did 2 trips to Luxembourg, many trips to the physiotherapist. I've been diamond painting along, you know. I'm not up to anywhere near what I did last year, but I don't care. I don't care. It's not a race. Oh, la, got a big mama jamma. 31.9 grams. The ones that are going in this size are around 8.6. We'll take the big one. One good thing about it, though, if I don't get them all in there, I don't have to put it in another bag or anything, because it's already in the bag and it's got everything there. What else we've been doing? Now, stepson and his girlfriend have been over a few times. You know, more than a few times. Every couple of weeks they're over, and we'll probably have supper or something. And oh yeah, they were over on Saturday. And first time I had Japanese food. Because he said, do you like sushi? And I went, no. I said, I'm not eating no raw stuff. Forget it, man. And he said, but you can have sushi that got cooked chicken in it or cooked shrimp. I went, oh, yeah, I did have some sushi. Sorry. No, I'm not drinking. Sushi. Once back home, that did have a breaded piece of little, you know, a snippet breaded piece of chicken in it with the veggies. I went, oh, yeah, okay. But I had... Husband doesn't like duck. I love duck. Now, when Coon, that's the stepson, was living here part-time before he moved out, and because he between us and his mother's, he liked duck, so me and him would eat. We ordered out. Me and him would get duck, and his father would get something else. And so him and his girlfriend were having sushi, which I had a taste of, and I found out that the chicken or the vegetable one or the shrimp one, I can eat it. Hang on, now I gotta take that back. 775, yeah. I gotta double check everything when I'm talking. Jeez, it's bad enough when I'm not. But I had this. It was a round container about yay big, probably about that tall. Now in the picture, you saw like a breaded, a breaded duck, not breaded, but no, it's not breaded because the skin is fried up very crispy. There you go. Like a duck breast on top of noodles. And I said, Coon, what is this? Is this going to be spicy? Because they have eaten there before. And he said, no, that's not spicy. I went, all right, I'll have that. Because if we go to a restaurant or we order out, I try to have something that we don't cook at home. Right? Makes sense. Especially if hubby doesn't like whatever it is. And so we're never going to have it at home. Like chicken. He don't like the chicken. He don't like it. No, I'm going to leave that alone for now. And, so yeah, and was it ever freaking delicious? But it was like two duck breasts. And, now I got a number 1 and I got an eye. And the eye is just a freaking straight line. And the one's got a hook on it. And, okay, one is gray and one is blue. Well, we'll see how well I see that difference on the canvas. We'll make a mental note to let you folks know about that. And hubby had the same kind of bowl, but he had rice and he had beef. Well, apparently he liked it because before we knew it, it was gone. We're like, and he's usually not a fast eater, eh? We're like, babe, like, if you got any supper left? He went, I got it eaten. I went, what? All of that? And it was jam-packed. It's like, you look at the container and go, that wasn't a lot for all that money, right? And when you started eating and you're getting down to the end of it and you're going, okay, make sure you eat all the duck because you might have to sacrifice the noodles, But delish. So I'd have to, hopefully now hubby really liked the food as much as he said he did. And because that would be somewhere we could order out to. Because damn man, don't that man like pizza. Totally. And Chinese food place that we used to go to, actually, it was not that far from us, only 10 minutes. But then they went on with delivery with takeaway.com, yeah. Takeaway. And so then we even ate it more. And they have shut down permanently. I'm like, God damn it. I said to myself, must have lost a shop in a poker game. Yeah. That used to happen home. If you saw a Chinese restaurant change hands, and by and by you found out what happened, you say, like, geez, how come they sold that, they've been here forever, and they go, yeah, buddy lost it in a poker deal, so now they're going to live with relatives up in Toronto. You're going, oh my God. True story. Not even lying to you. Nope. Not lying to you at all. So all the labels I've done so far have been numbers, and now I'm going through the alphabet in order. And then I'm looking at the symbols. Everything is symbols then, no small letters, all capital letters. Oh, that's good. Easier on my poor eyes to see. But, you know, I'm trying to keep up the spirits and stuff and know that someday that the foot will get better and I'll be able to actually, man, if I get out, go to the grocery store, look, I mean, I'm not a fan of grocery shopping, eh? But if I could get out to the darn grocery store, how big was that bag? 4.1. I wrote that down somewhere one time. Like some bags you'll get the grams. And no, I think it was for squares though. Rounds are bigger. I'm going to put this out here. I wrote down actually the weight that would fit in each container. For squares, if you got the weight and you're one of those people that you're trying to figure out what will fit into what you need, hit me up. I'll send you a picture of it. But I only got it for squares. But you'd be surprised what these little ones hold. Man alive. 23. A lot. Oh, some exciting news. Europe is going to have its first diamond painting retreat next year. Yay! I will put the info down below. And it's going to be in Denmark. There's so many countries that way. Yeah. Hopefully we get enough people to, right now we're at 7. That's including hubby. Because I'm not going without hubby because we'll make a vacation of it too, right? So Denmark is, the capital city is Copenhagen. And the lady that is hosting it is Mia Warming Hansen. You might know her. She's on the YouTubies. I will link her channel down below. So what have I got to do? The diamond painting retreat stuff. I'll put down the Facebook page for you. And because as far as I know right now, there are 3 people coming from America. And that's what started it all. Apparently. Oh, I took off 2 stickers at one time. Poopity poop. Let me see if I can get that back there somewhere. One lady said she wanted to come over. She was coming over definitely to visit Mia. And then her bestie is in Sweden. So then her bestie said, well, I'm going with you if you're going to see Mia. Like, Sweden's not that far from Denmark. Get your maps out. Get your maps out. And Google it. And then 2 other people from the States that Mia talks to a lot, like other creators, said, well, boy, we're coming too. And then they said, why don't we have her, we'll call it a retreat. So then Mia had the idea, like, well, I'll put up a page and see who wants to go to a diamond painting retreat. So, and I got to write somebody in America that helped put a retreat together before and ask her some questions. But now Mia's got a price on a hotel for us. And they got a big hotel. It's in a town called, okay, so if you fly into Copenhagen, I would think probably is a better way to say it. There is an airport closer, but it's more of a horrible ride to the city that the city that the retreat will be in, which is called Frederica. What a nice name, eh? Frederica. It sounds like a lady's name. And it's easier to do it from Copenhagen, because then there's a 2-hour train ride, or 2.5-hour train ride, 2-hour train ride to Frederica. And instead of, she said, making all these transfers with your suitcases. Now remember, you're going to have suitcases, so you're You're bringing stuff. And suitcases and whatnot, instead of having to bang around on a bus and probably a train or a metro or something or whatever. You can get on the train, stow away your bags, and sit down for 2.5 hours and wait till we get there. So Shears already got the hotel fixed up. They gave her a price and everything, and the price is actually really good. 10th to the 13th, so that's 4 days, 3 nights. But now we'll stay another 2 nights. September it is, September. September the 10th to the 13th is the Thursday to Sunday. That's the retreat. And so it ends, I don't know what time we can get in there on Thursday. But I would say probably lunchtime-ish, maybe. I don't know. Maybe it won't be the supper time. But by the time we all get there too, right? And meals are included. Breakfast is included, and a lunch is included, and a 2-course supper is included. So you could probably either have something, an appetizer or a dessert, maybe, and your main meal. Oh, and I got to check that one. I got to check a number. Yeah, that's right. And then you got your hotel. You got use of the room that we're going to call our craft room, a great big room. Because they also hold, like, meetings and blah, stuff like that. So they got facilities like that. And they got room for 25. And if we can get 15, I think we'll be good. If, like, they'll say we can, it's worth the hotel's while to let us have the, I'm saying us, but it's not us. I'm just spreading the word for Mia. And, no, I'll put that up there. And, she said there's lots to do there, and, you can have little excursions. And, like, they'll supply, like, water and fruit all day long. And if you want, like, soft drinks or alcohol, well, then that'll go on your room bill. Naturally. And then why I say we're going to stay at least 2 extra days, because Mia's birthday is on the 14th of September, which is the next day, on Monday. So, stay for her birthday. I guess whoever stays will all go out for supper and have a time. As we say back home, have a time is have a party. I hope her husband got a couple extra days off. Hooked up with our crowd, we all want to have a drink. I'm assuming, anyway. But I'm very, 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 very excited, because I never thought I'd ever get to go to a retreat living in Europe. Because if I was living in Canada and had the funds to do so, I'd be going to one of the ones down in the States. Now this year, too, there were two retreats in Canada. One was with Craft Pack Canada. That's a company, diamond painting company in Canada. And she hosted, I think, a retreat, or I know she was advertising for the retreat. But there was another one, too. So Canada's getting on the ball, too. Yay. Now, I'm sure there's lots of Canadians go down to the States. But with today's goings-on with said country, I wouldn't go there to save my life. No offense to anybody. Because I don't dislike Americans. Because I got lots of family down there. And I got lots of friends. But at these particular times in our lives, nah, ain't happening. So, anyway, without further ado, let's get past that. Let's see how many's in there. Oh, I think you'll fit in there. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to that. So now, like, I've been buying stuff too from people over here. So we're going to see if we can hit them up for sponsors. And now that I know that there's, because I wrote Mia, like, just asked if she needed help, right, you know. And I told her what I was thinking about asking people. And she said, yes, go right ahead. And I said, I'll let you know how it turns out. And I said, let's try that first. I'm talking to myself now. And then I said, I got to ask somebody in the States about how they manage to do all like the goodie bags you hear people talk about, right? You know? And they get, and because it'd be nice if we could do the same thing over here. What I'm doing now, I'll show you this one now. Well, so that's the sideways H, all right? Or you could say as an I. No, I'm going to say I don't know. I'm going to say it's a sideways H because I got an I. So I'm not going to put that with the symbols because as soon as I look at it, I say H. So I'm going to put it with my other H in my alphabet because I do my stuff by first numbers, then all the alphabet, and then the symbols. But that to me is an H, whichever way it is, sideways, crossways, upside down, blah, blah, blah. And so therefore it goes in with the alphabet. Whatever you first look at that symbol and think of that symbol as, that's where you put it to. If depending on how you kit up. Now, everybody kits up different. Let's try it. Yeah, so I'm really excited about that. And I just hope we get enough that we can have it, because I'll be sorely disappointed. But now, when you go to, if you want to find out about it, and you go to Mia's page, the Facebook group page, all right, which I'll, like I said, I'll link down below. Now they use, Denmark uses their currency is kroners, I believe, kroners or krones, begins with a K anyway. So when you see the price, don't faint. Because for the whole stay, like your 3 nights, 4 days, the use of the craft room, water and fruit during the day, your breakfast, your, I guess a late lunch maybe, and your main meal at the end of the day, I'll include it. And the price was like 4,000 some odd. And I'm like, first you go, and then I went, Diane, chill out, man. Do a conversion. Do it in my money, right? So when I did it from Denmark's currency to Belgium, which is euro, I say euro because euro is singular and plural, and you don't say euros as a norm, and I try not to. Sometimes I do, you know what I'm saying. And it was down to, I think, 562 euro. Now you still got to get there, right? That would be about, okay, roughly 650 to 700 American. No, boy, I don't know. Depends on which day too, right? It might not be. It might be just over 600. And Canadian, well, Canadian 560. It's almost 600, 200. Let's put 200 on it. So that'd be about 760. But you still got to get there. Yeah. So, I'm assuming we'll fly because I don't... I mean, I'd drive. I wouldn't care. Well, I wouldn't be driving. Hubby would be, but I don't think... like most people, he doesn't want to drive somewhere that he hasn't driven before. You know, okay. And, like he's not making daily trips to Denmark. No. But I've never been there, and I'd love to go and get to meet Mia and some creators from the US of A. I got to spread the word with some creators here too in this part of the world that I've listened to, or used to, but I will get back to. Yeah, I will get back to doing my YouTube thing. I will. And anybody that the other day when I listened to, there was 2 days I listened to I don't know, 8 or 9 of you. And I left comments, and I'm a person that always, when you comment back to me, I always go back and, you know, I get a notification, read it, and I go back and like maybe you ask me something, so I'll answer you. But for some reason, I didn't get those notifications. Now, I know the people that I wrote comments on, like they would comment back. And, so if I didn't answer you back, no, I'm not being ignorant. It's just that YouTube did not let me know that you commented or even just liked it, hearted it, you know what I mean? And I actually went into the settings because I was on a live the other night, and she was gifting some memberships. And someone said, well, you got to turn on, one of the guys that were in the live said, you got to turn on accept gifts. I went, oh, well, I said, I've never done that. And they said, oh, yeah, well, you go here. So on another device, that's what I was doing. And why did I do that? Oh, pooperoni. Hang on a minute. That's why. Alrighty. We're down to the last pile, ladies and gentlemen. And we got a Mama Jamma bag of 3865. I think this is supposed to be the shimmer drill, but no, it's not a shimmer drill. It's just plain old drills. What was I going to say then? I don't know. See? We're at the point in my life now that I'm just like going blah, 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 blah. But I really hope that we can get it together. I'm saying we again. I mean, I just like to help her out. I said, well, she got the biggest part done. She secured a place for us. And because that's usually the hardest thing to do is find somewhere to have your retreat that you can afford to get to. And believe me, some of the quotes that came in just for the room alone were astro-friggin-nomical compared to what she got, what they gave her. Now we got a pretty... I'll show you the ABs. So anybody doesn't know what an AB is, you can see this obviously is 5200 is white. And you see this pretty color on top of the white. That's what they call an AB diamond. So all the white you see, the white itself will go, that's the flat back, that'll go down on the diamond. Down your canvas, I mean, in the glue. And then this brilliant shiny spot will be face up. So we got white and we got 602. The line to put it in the camera. Yeah, yeah. We got a 606, which is a reddish orange. We have 666, which is the true red. And we got 798. Oh, isn't that a beautiful blue? What a nice AB that is, eh? And we got some pink. $9.63. Gorgeous. And maybe somebody's out there going, how'd they think up those numbers? Well, those numbers are called DMC numbers. Now, I don't know what that means. Someone that might listen to this might be able to put that in a comment and tell me what it means. But I've heard it before, what it stands for, but I can't remember. But if you're someone that did cross-stitch or embroidery, and most people have heard about cross-stitch or embroidery, the threads, all the thread colors have a number. So when, I'm going to say the Chinese were probably the first people that started with the diamond painting companies. And so they chose to use, for the colors, the DMC codes of cross-stitch, which makes sense. So now, too, you can, if you're new to all of this, which I'm never going to do this, but I'm going to tell you now, never. Oh, hang on. I zoomed in too much again. You can buy a cross-stitch pattern and turn it into a diamond painting. Buy a blank canvas and use an app called Pattern Keeper and order the drills. Or some people do is they do use their leftover drills. Yep. And use the leftover drills and do the pattern as they get more drills that are left over, or maybe ask for drills from people or whatnot. I'm sure now some people buy the drills. Yeah. Me? Nah, thank you. That's too much of a brain strain for me. Ain't gonna do it. Ain't gonna do it. Alrighty, let's do this way. That's what you call a cross-stitch conversion. Now, I've seen people do them, and they're gorgeous. They're just, I mean, you know, you end up with this diamond painting, but for whatever reason, there's more detail and stuff. But, no. I'm the type of person that would drive me batty. I just, and it's not that it's too complicated. No, because I'm sure I'd have no problem figuring it out. And there's lots of people out there that have done them. So that'd be no problem either. And, but it's just that it just warped my brain. Yeah. It would just warp my freaking brain. So, what's coming up in the future of Diane? I don't know. Oh, tomorrow is Saturday, the 20th. And we're going to go to Jean-Marie and my niece by marriage, her and her husband's house, where everything is on to one level. Yay, Barbara. And we never got, like I said before, the family always gets together on birthdays and Christmas. And when it was her birthday and his birthday, her husband, he wasn't quite, he's been sick this summer. And nothing too serious, but still sick. Well, I mean, you know, not life-threatening sick, okay? Yes. Serious in his own way, but not life-threatening, thank goodness. And so we never had a chance to get together yet. And so tomorrow is the day. So I get to go out of the house. Yeah. And it's not physio and or anything like that. So I used my Elizabeth Ward's. Got it all done, boys? Got it all done? I don't know if I told you half the stuff I wanted to tell you, but oh, I gotta tell you one thing. That beautiful cat I got, eh? Yeah, Miss Molly, who's outdoors right now. So, I got this pair of sneaker things I wear. And I don't wear slippers because I find I need more support on that ankle now. Until, I mean, maybe next year I'll be able to get back into it again. Who knows? God only knows. I'd have a sip of my tea again, you know? Lord, that's cold. Shouldn't have bothered. Anywho. So when I get up in the recliner, before I put the recliner up, I put my shoes right here. So I can reach them when I put the chair back down to normal, so to go away to do whatever. So I was coming to the living room in the wheelchair, and I used the wheelchair still in the house because I haven't figured out how to use a crutch and carry my tea right without wasting it. When I figure it out, that's what I'll do. And when I came into the living room, because she can be as silly as I don't know what, here was the opening of the shoe, say, right? And she was like poking her head in, and she was squishing around with the like this and this and trying. And I'm like, Molly, what are you doing to Mom's shoe? Yes, I know. I talked to her like she's a child and she can understand me. I'm a fur baby, a fur mom. And now, the day before, I had gotten a pedicure because the toenails on my bad foot weren't growing very long and growing very fast, but they hadn't been done since I had broken my bones, my leg bones, and they severely need to be done. So, and when she finished the pedicure, she massaged my foot with this cream. So, and I had no socks on. So I figured now she was dive bombing the shoe, putting her head in and trying to get her head in further because she was smelling this cream, because she does that. Her and Minnie, when we had Minnie before she passed, if they found a patch of grass or something, a sweater or whatever, it had this really good smell, they'd be like rubbing their head into it and all this stuff, right? So I'm laughing at her, and I must have been wearing my slippers then, but I gave them up, yeah, and went to the shoes full time because then I was walking more, yeah, okay. So next day, now when I had woken up during the night, used the bathroom, I just used my slippers. So the next day I'm getting up now, so I'm going to put on my shoes. Yeah. So I pick up said shoe, which was the right one that Molly had been playing with the night before. Hubby was out in the kitchen, and the way it is, here's the doorway to the kitchen. Here's the kitchen, and here's the living room. I'm over here in the dining room, and the recliner is the double recliner I'm in right here, and that the back is facing the kitchen. So he's in the kitchen doing something. I pick up said sneaker, and I see that she's got, now she did have a pie in her too, right? My Jesus. I said, the dirty little bugger Laura said she got the insole up. Peoples of the channel, I put this hand in said sneaker to fix the sole of said sneaker, and I hit for Jesus. And it was only instinct. It's like I pulled it out and then I threw it. Oh my God, I can still see it. And then I let out a big scream, and Molly's looking at me. She ran away. Hubby comes running in from the kitchen. Oh my God, what's wrong? What's wrong? I went, mouse, mouse. There was a mouse in my sneaker. So the night before, Molly wasn't being all cute, smelling the nice smell from the cream off of Mom's sneaker. She was hiding a damn mouse. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Some days I want to kill her. I love her. She gets too much love. Maybe I should go tough love on her. I don't know. But I just about died, boys. I just about died. So you have no worries that, because I might have a lot of stuff around, but it all got to be like in its place. All right, it got to be straightened up, and it can't be all askew. That's a little bit of OCD, obsessive compulsory disorder. Like things got to be in its right place. There's all different degrees of that. I'm on the low end, and so at least for a month, I'd pick up my shoe and knock it out, right? And then I started saying, okay, I'm all right. Now, nothing else happened, all right? No. And then I always like put my shoes there and line them up by the other chair that's there, holding a table full of stuff, tray full of stuff, I should say. And if I see that sneaker, if I put that sneaker like that, and that sneaker goes like that during the night, man, I'm picking it and I'm knocking the shoe out and I'm tapping it on the floor. Oh, man, heart attack. That cat's going to be 13 at the end of this month. I wish she'd slow down. But now, what I was going to show you. Oh, maybe I could do that. Right now, I got another dot. Let's do that. And let's do that. And let's do that. Okay, that. All right. There's not a lot of symbols. So, right here we got 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. An empty one. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. I love it. Now we got all kinds of different symbols here. Hashtag, which is actually a pound symbol from way back when we were in school. That's a pi symbol. That's a percentage. I will put them together. There's the equals. And a plus. So I will put those. Let me see. Take that one out. Put over here. And that one out. Put over there. Take that out. That out. That out. And there. That's my alphabet. And then I'll put a blank one here. We got one arrow. We got, what's that there? That looks like the stripes on somebody's uniform. I only got 2 arrows. Oh, no, hang on. Wait a minute. I'm going to keep my ABs together. So therefore, now in between my sections, I'll put an empty container. Just because. And now I got 3 empty containers because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ABs. Yeah. There was supposed to be a white AB though. Why now? Where's the white one gone? Ah, that's the plus. Give it back to me. Let me see. If I fool around long enough, I'll get this worked out. There we go. Because I don't have any extra drills, so I'll just put my extra containers back. And so Z and then the start of the symbols are got an empty container. And same thing. And like if this is the few math ones, and if I had 3 or 4 more to go up here, I'd use a small container to separate them. Reason why I do that is because then it helps you see the sections. So this section here is they're not related in any way. So that's what there's always a miscellaneous one, always. And right here I got 4 math. And because these are 6 ABs, Even though this one's a plus symbol, which should go with the math, it's next door to it. So, and, but if I was actually had, some kits you got less alphabet. You usually got the same amount of numbers, but a lot of kits you got less alphabet and a lot more symbols. So, if I would have had a lot more symbols, like I could have put these ABs in amongst something else in another grouping. So what I would do then, because I want to know where my ABs are. Don't ask me why. I guess it's from doing Diamond Art Club when they used to have their ABs were all like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? Up in front. What I do then is I'll take a highlighter. If I wanted to put them somewhere else in the scheme of things, if they went into another category, and then I'll know. So if I did decide to put my plus here, oh, my battery's going, boss. I'd know it was an AB because it's got it's highlighted. Alrighty, well, I'm at hour and 16. I guess I should shut up anyway then. All right, so that's how I do that. And maybe I'll do a halfway update again, because this canvas is going to be for tomorrow is the 21st. I doubt I'll get it started tomorrow because we'll be out, but who knows. And when I get it halfway done, which will probably be the beginning of October, I'll do I'm losing my words, a progress update, like I did for my Treehouse Spot of Water, which I just filmed the post review before this one here, okay? All right, I'm shutting up now. Here's your great big hug. I'll put the if I forget to put the information down for the retreat, the Facebook page, and Mia's channel, and a neighbor's Outpost, and Rachel's channel, somebody just shout at me and say, not shout loud though, just say, you forgot to put your links in. And like, oh crap, and I'll do it for you. Alrighty, bye, loves ya. Have a good day, good evening, good morning, whatever you're doing, and we'll see you next time. Loves ya, bye-bye.